Okay. There might be. Oh, nope.
Can you hear me or no?
Yeah, there we go. Heck yeah.
Okay.
How
Okay.
you doing, man?
I don't know. I have two microphones, so this one might be a shitty one. Let me know if it sounds like bad or good.
It sounds good on my end right now. Uh, yeah. There's no echo or anything, so yeah, sounds good.
Okay, cool. Because I'm gonna go to my studio, so it's next door to my house. So
You're
it might be a little. It might be. Is it choppy? You can't hear me that good.
No, I can hear you just fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, this is great.
All right,
So,
what's up, man?
not much. Can I what do I call you? Do I call you Huey? Do I call you Roof Legend? The Legend? What do I call you?
Uh, you call me. I mean, I'm just gonna talk to you as myself, so you might as well just call me Huey.
Okay. All right. Sweet. Yeah. Yeah, well, thank you for stopping by and been talking to you this week, and I really appreciate you answering my DM. Uh, yeah, I've only done this once before, uh, and I thought it would be hilarious if you actually responded to me. So thank you for taking the time. Uh, and yeah, how's it going? Can you give me?
Me a minute here.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me better now or worse?
Just the same.
Okay, I can hear you better. I missed that whole intro you just said. So
Oh, yeah. Uh, basically, you know, I just thought it would be funny if you actually responded to my DM and actually wanted to do this with me, and I just can't believe it's happening right now. Uh, so yeah, thank you for coming through and communicating with me.
yeah, I'm just hoping that this is gonna work because I'm going to my studio. It's next door to my house, and the internet. I don't know if the internet's gonna be shitty there. If it's shitty there, I'm gonna have to go to my house and call you back. So
That's
we'll
all good
see.
as long as this lasts. I'm hoping for an hour of talk. Uh,
Okay.
if we get past 10 minutes, I'm happy. So
Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm almost. I'm at the building, but I'm not in my studio.
it's all good.
And I'm at my studio now. So what's up, man?
Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, I can hear you just fine. If you wanted
Okay,
to.
good.
Sweet. So yeah, Huey, it's great to hear your voice. It's a
Yeah, man.
nice hot Friday night. Uh, yeah. Uh, so I have a couple questions I have lined up for you that I'd like to ask you. They're very basic interview questions. Uh,
Well, go ahead.
uh, let's just start it off. What's your favorite food? What is the legend like you like to eat?
My favorite food?
Yeah.
Dude, I might have to go. I'm gonna give you like a few questions just so I can to hear you, but the internet connection's so shitty I might just have to go back to my house. But my favorite food for now is tacos.
Tacos? Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Any
steak
kind,
tacos.
like the asada tacos? Hell yeah. All right.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Do you, how many do you get at a time? You get like three,
I get
six?
three. Yep. Three.
Yeah, three's a nice conservative amount.
Yep.
Uh, so all right, rolling into it. First time I ever saw you is a friend of mine showed me your. I don't know how to pronounce this right, but your Pelagia video.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Fishman video.
Yes, yes. And it's a video, man. Can is there any interesting things you could tell me about that? Like who are the women you hired for it? Like freaking like is that okay, yeah, let's slow down. Who are the women you hired for that video? How do you know those women?
Okay. Um. Well, it's actually called Pelagio because that's the girl's name in the video. One of the
Okay.
girls' names, and she really wanted me to title it that. But that video, those girls in the video, that's my friend Swiss Miss. Her Instagram is at Swiss Miss NYC. She's a graffiti writer,
O-
and she likes to be naked all the time.
Okay.
And that's her thing. And she hangs out with other girls who are interested in the same thing. So she hangs out with like probably like 15 other girls that just like they just like to get naked like all the time and like make videos and do graffiti, and they're wild as hell. And yeah, I miss her a lot actually. Swissman, she's my close friend and collaborator. She's like like my favorite person to collaborate with, but I moved. But yeah, so that's what's up with that. Yeah.
Okay. Shouts out to Swiss Miss.
Yeah,
Um,
shouts out to Swissmas.
uh, that also, I watched that video again today, and it made me realize that I've never seen a crack pipe or a meth pipe sold easily at like your gas station, like where you get uh like weed pipes and stuff. So
Yeah.
where the fuck do you get a crack pipe? Who supplies a crack pipe?
Okay, so that's a meth pipe, and if you need to buy a meth pipe, you can go on Amazon, and they're called oil burner, and
No
you can buy them.
shit.
Yeah, you can buy them in packs of 10, or
What
like
the
packs.
fuck?
They come in like huge packs actually. Like they're like packs of 15, packs of 20, and yeah, you could just buy them. I stopped doing so much meth and crackhead shit though because I was doing it, and every time I would do it, like the videos would pop off crazy and stuff. But like, I'm in this like weird ass limbo right now with like my videos. Like every account that I have, like my TikTok, my Instagram, and my Facebook, they're like one violation from being deleted, and like sometimes they do
Yeah.
get deleted. So there's that, and then also like I was just making the shit to be funny and like be to make my videos a little bit more sophisticated in a disturbing way or whatever, and it just attracted this energy of like actual crackheads and actual meth heads hitting me up and like sending me videos of them like smoking meth like for real.
Oh
So
no. No, 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 no.
yeah, so I stopped doing it, just and I had a yeah, I was just like fuck that, I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Yeah,
So
no. I assumed that you've never fucked with it, but you've been around it. So to hear you come straight out and tell me like, "Hey, you fucked with it and done it." That it's kind of shocking to me uh just as someone
wait,
who
that I don't fuck with it, you're saying?
no, that you have fucked with it. Like is like you've done it before. Like you've fucked around with these drugs.
No, I never have smoked meth
Oh,
before.
okay. Then I totally heard that wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Uh,
I feel like it's the internet connection, man. I feel like I should go back to my house and jump on my Wi-Fi.
if if you want to, if you got the time, I can pause the recording and so so you haven't done meth. We'll get that
Wait,
out.
is that a Canadian accent that I hear?
No, but I'm in Washington, so I'm close to the border.
Okay,
And then
cool.
also uh yeah, my voice fluctuates a lot. Uh but yeah, Washington, I'm like hour and a half away from Vancouver.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Uh
I'm
are you from the Midwest?
from Wisconsin. Yeah,
Wisconsin. Okay, yeah.
I lived in New York the past 10 years, but I moved back to Wisconsin because I like it more. So
Yeah, how was New York? Like what's it like going from I'm just gonna shot in the dark, you're probably from like bumfuck kind of nowhere.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, and then to just go to a big city and live that life, what's the most shocking thing?
Oh, well, I moved from I'm from a town called Two Rivers, Wisconsin, right? And then when I was 18, I moved to Milwaukee. So I lived in Milwaukee for 6 years, and then I moved to New York. So I gradually got got into a bigger and bigger city.
Okay.
Hold on a second. The craziest thing that I've ever done in New York, like, let me think. I don't know, like, bang strippers a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Used to bang
Heck,
like
heck, heck,
strippers all the time when I lived there.
heck yeah. You know, you got to do you. Uh,
But I didn't really like do anything like I don't know, like I used to, can you still hear me? Because I'm in an elevator.
yeah, yeah. No, you're perfect.
Okay, I used to hang out with graffiti writers a lot when I lived in New York. I didn't write graffiti myself, but I just hung out with them.
Yeah,
And I don't know, like one time, I don't really have that many crazy New York stories. I don't feel like.
yeah.
But
But
one time,
or go ahead.
okay, hold on, I'm jumping on the internet right now. Let's see if this is any better. Okay, I'm on the internet. Does it sound better?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Well, I don't really like have that crazy of New York stories, but one time we like my friend gave me keys to his apartment and it was in Manhattan and I brought a bunch of I was like mad at this friend at the
Yeah.
time. So I brought a bunch of actually I got shitloads of New York stories now that I'm home and I can think straight. Okay. I brought a bunch of graffiti writers to this dude's house and we went on his roof and it was like six different graffiti writers using paint rollers on his roof. And the cops came, and my friend jumped off the roof onto another roof and broke his ankle. And then I ran down the stairs and broke back into my friend's apartment. And he was knotted out on heroin, and there was heroin needles, so he didn't wake up right away. And there was like roaches and heroin needles all over his apartment.
Oh my
And his
gosh.
girlfriend was in there, and she was like, she didn't know who I was, you know, but I had the key to get in his apartment, and so she started shaking my friend who I had a beef with me. And when she was shaking him, you know, I could hear the police running up the stairs and my other friends running down the stairs, and I heard them meet, and it was like a loud crash because the cops were like beating them up, you know.
Yeah.
And I was in this person's apartment, and when the crash was going on, my friend was you know I was beefing with him at the time. He was like, "Why the fuck are you in my apartment? You need to get the fuck out of
Oh
my apartment
no,
right now."
no, no,
And
no.
I was like, dude, the cops are outside right now. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you're gonna go meet them right now. And I was like, bro. So I just kept trying to stall him,
Yeah.
stalling him, like trying to confuse him and stuff. And then finally, the commotion from the cops outside of his door like died down, and then they like took all my friends into the cop car except for my friend who broke his ankle. He got away, I think. And then it was in the New York Post the next day that all those people got caught, but I got away. So like I left. So I when my friend started screaming, I was just like, I can either have him scream louder and the cops are gonna come to the apartment, or I can just leave. So I like slowly left his house, and then I went down the stairs, and the cops were like, we know you were with them. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know who they are. They're like, we know you were with those dudes. And I was like, no, but I had paint all over my shirt, but it
Mhm.
wasn't spray paint or anything. It was like gesso from, because I'm a painter.
Yeah.
And they were just like, what is that? And I was like, I'm a painter. Like, what? And they're like, we know you were with those guys, but we're going to let you go. And then they let me go, and all my friends got taken to jail, and my other friend's leg was broke. So
Yeah.
that was kind of crazy. I got way more stories than that, dude.
Well,
But
that's
that
like
came
the
to mind.
that's like the most like spotting or whatever train spotter, whatever that fucking movie is called. That
Yeah,
I haven't heard stories like from a personal friend that crazy or anyone. Like I've lived a pretty sheltered life. Like the hardest drug I've done is acid, you know, but I keep it to
you said
myself.
acid.
Yeah.
You said acid. That's the hardest drug I've ever done too. So I've never did
Yeah.
heroin.
Yeah. And I've
I
never
never.
associated with people who do that thing or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I never
Like
really did hard drugs either. To be honest, I just like did weed and like pills and acid, but I never did it. I never did them like every day or anything like that.
yeah,
Um,
I used to just smoke weed all the time and then I got a
yeah,
blue collar job and yeah, I can't do that shit anymore.
yeah.
So,
I don't like look down on people who do it. I
no.
associated with a lot of people who do it just because I feel like I like fell into like because of how I paint, I got put into like this graffiti. Like the only people that would fuck with me in New York was like graffiti people because of how I painted. So I just would hang around them, and they were all like, you know, always up to misfit stuff. So I would just tag along. And but yeah, that guy who I broke into his apartment, he actually later ended up ripping off 250 grand. and blowing it all on heroin from all these art dealers and stuff.
Oh
And
my
then
gosh,
yeah, and I was
dude.
one of the people I was one of the people he ripped off, but then he ended up actually turning his life around and paid me back. I think it was I don't know, I don't know if it was 250 grand, but it was like over 100,000. It was like a lot of money.
Dude.
And
Well,
then yeah,
well, good on
he
him
turned
for coming back, Uh,
yeah.
but that's still a really shitty situation for sure.
Yeah, I'm making it sound like I had a crazier life than I did, but that was just, I don't know. One time I was walking home from a bodega and I lived in kind of like the hood, I guess, and
Yeah.
I was just walking and it was like a normal day, like just totally like just a normal day, like nothing going wrong at all. Like, and I started walking, back from the bodega because I got my sandwich, and all of a sudden, like 50 cops ran in a line, like in a formation line, and they went and they like choke slammed this black dude up against a truck, and then it was like the entire hood was fighting the cops,
Oh
and
shit.
yeah, and
No way.
the people were on top of the roof shooting guns at the cops, and I was like filming the whole thing, and like
No.
yeah, and
No
then
way, bro.
yeah. I have it all on video, and I filmed it, and I didn't really think anything of it, and I just like tagged it like another day at Marcy Projects or whatever, and it fucking went viral. And then the next day at my house, like New York Post showed up at my house, CBS News or ABC News, one of them, they tried to interview me while I was at work, and I tried to do a fishman skit instead of actually interviewing him, which is stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Gothamist magazine hit me up about it, or like all these reporters came just because of my video. Like I didn't even really think it was that crazy, but they fucking were trying to get the rights to that footage and
Yeah.
um get information off of me, and I was just like, okay, whatever. I did it. I wasn't like involved, so I just didn't really like. But yeah, that was kind of
That
crazy.
it's funny how these companies media outlets like find shit and then they try to get the rights to it. Like my friend reposted some video he found on his YouTube and he did some editing to it or whatever and then what's that fucking Rob Deerdeck show? Uh
Oh yeah.
Ridiculousness
Oh, I
reached
know what you're gonna say. Clips probably hit him up and tried to buy it because they
yeah,
always act like they have the ins with Rob Dyrdek.
yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah, they
someone
always
hit him
message
up
me.
for his clip, and my friend was just like, "Fuck you, no." Like, even even though he like doesn't have like a huge following or anything, like he still just went like, "No, fuck you, don't just
Yeah,
get
I know who you're
fucked."
talking about. They're called clips. They message you when you have something viral, and they always try to act like they're gonna hook you up with Rob Dyrdek show. I know exactly what you're talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
They try to buy the rights off of your shit and then sell it to other people and give you a cut, which is actually like I've never done it. I always say no, but I'm gonna try it one of these times just with one clip and see if they actually
You
can
should.
make something
Just
happen. Yeah,
yeah,
because you just don't know, like
yeah.
maybe
Like
they
just trying once and seeing what you get out of it, but like know it when you have gold or whatever. I don't know. Like
yeah,
fuck.
like when you go viral a shitload of like when you go viral once, like you're really protective over the clip, but once you start to go viral a bunch of times, like I don't know, like I'm not as protective anymore about stuff,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
I mean, I don't want people ripping it off or anything, but I'm not. I might try that if they hit me up again. Those people.
yeah. No. I shockingly, I've never gone viral, so I've never had to deal with this issue. Uh, but yeah, that's interesting. Sorry, I'm getting to my bur- looking at my list of questions here. Getting to my burning
Okay,
question.
no
Uh,
problem. Take your time.
uh, how does wearing the fake tits make you feel, and where did you get the fake tits? What's the story behind the fake tit suit?
Okay, so the fake tits. I I work on my characters, and I just take things out of my life. Like every time I see something in life that like either annoys me, aggravates me, makes me laugh, makes me cringe, I'll write it down. Like if I hear someone say something or like I see someone do something that makes me cringe,
Yeah.
Like anything. It could be anything. Like if it's a Karen or like my stepdad or my dad or anyone saying something cringe, I'll write it down and I'll use it later.
Yeah.
Same with like visually. Like if I see something visually that makes me laugh or whatever, I'll steal it, or like if I'm walking in front of a building and it looks like hella decrepit, I'll write it down in my notes, like, and then I just kind of combine all this shit, right? So the fake tits came because I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race with my girlfriend, and
Yeah.
someone had those tits on there one time, and I just thought it was fucking hilarious, and it was early, like I don't think I'd ever seen anyone bust those out on TV or anything. It was I had never seen that before, so I was like, man, since I've never seen it, I bet you no one else has ever seen it. So I bought them instantly, like right after I saw that show. And then usually when I test out my materials or equipment and stuff, like I won't get any reaction to it a lot of the time, or it'll be like stupid.
Yeah.
But the tits, dude, when I first put those tits on, it was like instant fucking grand slam.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
It was like perfect timing.
yeah, no, I was shocked because like I had seen like your, sorry if I mispronounce this again, but Pelagia. Uh,
Yeah, you could say it. Yeah, yeah.
saw that video, and then I saw a couple more of your other videos, and then the Chinese TikTok uh fucking algorithm connected me back to you, and uh and then I saw that you're wearing the fake tits. And this was like what, like I don't know, a year ago, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I was just like, oh fuck, it's this guy. Holy shit, what's he doing with those knockers? And
Oh, you put two and two together that it
yeah,
was me from the Pelagia. Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. No,
That's shit.
I recognized your style, and yeah, I just couldn't believe it that you were on my For You page, you know.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to always stay on there, but yeah.
yeah, no, it was fucking awesome to see you in there, and I don't know what your account situation is like. I think I might have followed your first one and then or something, like I don't know which. There's two Roof Legends accounts.
Yeah, yeah. I got my main one back now, and I've been posting from my main one. Yeah.
Okay, and that's the one
I had
like you have
yeah.
100,000 followers right now. So
I got 153.1 right now,
there you go,
supposedly.
there you go.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think I was following like your lesser one.
Okay. Yeah, my
And so
backup.
okay, hell yeah, that's good to hear. Cause yeah, TikTok, for as like fucking pedophilic kind of like the base of it was back in what was it called, like it wasn't Fansly, that's something else. uh
OnlyFans?
no, there was an app before TikTok, but it was just for children, like it was centered towards like tweens. uh
Oh, I don't even know. Like my TikTok experience, dude, is like I'm like an outsider TikToker. Like I did TikTok blew me up actually, but I didn't. My girlfriend just kept telling me to post on it, and I actually have a story about that if you want to hear it. But
yeah, no, go ahead.
so all this shit kind of happened to me by chance. Um, so from what I hear, like the Instagram algorithm, like if you follow a lot of people, the maximum people you can follow on Instagram is 7,500.
Hmm.
And I was following the maximum. And if you're following the maximum, it fucks up your algorithm on Instagram, and it doesn't show your stuff to as many people. So I've had my algorithm messed up for years and years. And when I quit my day job, well, I used to work at this day job for like 4 years, and I man, this is gonna be a long story.
that that's
Anyways,
fine.
you're cool with that, right?
Yeah, that's totally fine. We got like, half hour, so.
Okay. Um, I had a I was painting these paintings of these dudes who fuck fish. I don't know if you know that or not,
Yeah,
but
yeah, no, I was gonna get to that at some point, but go on. Yeah.
okay. So yeah, and then I started to like cosplay as the characters, and there was one. Yeah, so that's like That's the Pelagia guy that you saw.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so there's one character that I always wanted to cosplay as that was a fish fucker, and he had a haircut like it was shaved in the middle of his head, but he had hair growing around it, you know.
Yeah.
And I worked at this day job, graphic design, for like 4 years, and like my goal was to, you know, like one day quit and just try to pursue art, like give it a really good try.
Yeah.
So finally, I finally paid off like all my debt, and I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. And fucking the first like week I quit my job. Well, not the first week, but like, you know, month in, I was like, I'm gonna shave my head to look like that guy, you know. And I just like did it for like just a day, you know. I was like, I'm just gonna do it for a day, and I put it on Instagram, and it blew up. So I was like, all right, well, let me make a video because I feel like that guy looks like a roofer. So I was like, let me make a video of that guy
Yeah.
and like just like I don't know if you've ever seen the Roofer for Life video. Have you ever seen that?
I no, I haven't seen that.
All right. Well, I made this video where I like go on this like roofer Facebook page and like I just go on there and I just talk shit to them all and just say that their roofs are trash and that they don't know what the fuck they're
Oh,
doing and they're
I might have
losers.
seen this. I might have seen this.
Okay, yeah. So that was where like Roof Legend like got the spark from. So then like so I was done at that point. I was like, you know, the Roofer for Life video, it did kind of average what on my Instagram, like what all my videos did. So I was like, you know, I'm happy with it, you know, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna move on to something else now. So around that time, my girlfriend, she told me to get TikTok, and I couldn't get anything on TikTok to work. Like I just kept making all these videos. I was trying to make videos for TikTok, and nothing was happening with them.
Yeah.
So I just took all my clips from that Roofer for Life video, and I didn't think anything of it, and I just put them all on TikTok. And I just I would only check TikTok like once every 2 weeks because I thought it was such a stupid ass app. You know, I was like, I can't get anywhere on this. It's just too hard. So I just like dumped my Roofer for Life videos on there, and I like closed the app. And then the next time I opened the app, it was like 50,000 views on like on a bunch of the videos, and like
Yeah.
everyone thought it was real, and it was because my algorithm, like I wasn't following anybody. So like my algorithm was like hella good, you know. So I was like, holy shit! Like this character was like a lot better than I thought it was. So then I just started to try to like up the ante of it. I was like, well, the jacket is black, so like if I paint it neon green, it's probably gonna be more eye catching. So like I
Yeah.
painted the jacket, and
Hell
then the
yeah.
views, yeah, then the views went to like 100K. So I was like, all right, so if so, like let me get these tattoos, and then it jumped to like 250K. You know, and like I painted Cunt Destroyer on my back, and like wore a red knee pad, and like I just kept upping the ante, and like every time I up the ante, the views would like double.
Yeah.
And when I got the tits, they like quintupled. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I got like
Like,
23 million on a video when that happened.
dude, that
So,
so so you're telling me you're not an actual roofer? Do you have roofing experience?
dude, I'm a fucking hipster. Like if you saw what I really looked like, you'd be really disappointed.
No, I've do you look like a normal blue collar guy?
No, I look like a hipster, dude. I look like where's the Discord? I'll send you a picture I took of myself
you,
last
you
night.
you can you can send it in the text channel there. You can just like press the
Okay,
add
hang
button.
on. It's gonna be disappointing, just to let you know. Oh,
That's
where
totally
is it?
fine. Dude, I work a blue collar job. I work at refineries. Uh
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, I look at pipes all day. I inspect pipes and make sure
Okay.
that they're not going to blow up. Uh and like I'm 29 and I'm still wearing skinny jeans. Uh
Skate shoes?
and skate shoes. Yes. No, skinny jeans and skate shoes. Uh
Oh, okay.
but I wear like a double XL fucking Carhartt shirt every day, you know, and a
Did
beanie.
that did that picture come through?
No, it did not.
All right, hold on. Oh, there we go. It's disappointing. That's what I actually look like. But I'm wearing a toupee right there, actually.
Oh, okay. It's more disappointing with the toupee. You set yourself up for failure here. Like,
What do you mean?
because like the toupee makes you look like, you know, I'm a big Bo Burnham fan or something.
Oh, well,
Like,
the two. That's what my actual hair looks like, but I have it shaved permanently because of the legend, you know, because I do it so
yeah.
much. So I have a toupee on it. It kind of makes my hair look a little fluffy, but that's basically what I look like with
Okay.
like in my day to day. And like that's kind of like I mean, don't be like posting that picture everywhere, please.
I will
That
not. I
picture,
will not.
yeah, that picture is like you got to realize like what I do is like insanely offensive to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I'm told. So like that look or whatever, it's like it's kind of camouflage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's kind of like it's kind of like I have to be able to camouflage myself to do what I do and like talk because if I don't, then I'm like, you know what I mean? If the cops come to my house, like I filmed a bunch of Roof Legend videos today. Like if they come to my house today and Roof Legend answers the door, I'm gonna get in trouble. But if that guy answers the door and like talks to them, like
Yeah.
really,
No,
you know what I
like
mean?
you seriously look like one of the guys who just got laid off from Twitter, like
Yeah,
fuck
I know. I look like
yeah.
a nerd. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
am a nerd. Well, that's the thing,
I'm
dude.
I'm
Is I
not I'm not
actually
disappointed in you because you're actually a good-looking guy. Like you're, you know,
thanks.
fucking
Well,
7 to 8
y-
out of 10. I'm straight, but
thanks.
I'll rate you accurately here.
Well, you got to know that like the reason, like the thing behind all this shit is a nerd.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like a crackhead could actually do this shit because like it's so. To me, this is like a Rubik's cube that I'm trying to solve. Like I'm trying to make it progressively. I'm trying to make my videos more sophisticated. I mean, that's the right word, but it's like I'm trying to make them interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, like
So
I just think it's a testament to you because when you started your, Roof Legend character, I really thought that you had like experience as a roofer. Like you're really selling yourself as someone who used to do roofs, but is also like
right,
a crazy, unhinged new metal fan. I don't know how to
right,
like, which
yeah,
also brings me to my next question here. Uh, you're talking about earlier like you see things that are cringy and shitty, and you write that down. You use that as part of your characters. And so a lot of the times in your videos you're quoting early to late aughts new metal music or just you know popular songs from that time
right,
like Cold by Crossfade or something.
right.
So
Yep.
so what is your act like you have to be a fan of something of like one of those artists. So like who's your favorite new metal band?
Well, you got to remember, I told you I do stuff if it makes me like that stuff. It's not that it makes me cringe. Like that music doesn't make me cringe necessarily, but I feel like it's like butt rock, you know.
Yeah.
And like it to me, it's funny. Like it looks like something that guy would listen to, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's not necessarily like music I actually would listen to. Like it's just music that I mean, I like that kind of stuff. It's not like I listen to it, but I like if I hear it come on the radio, like some of it's like it's hard to explain because I have a relationship with that music where it like makes me go viral and makes me feel good because it's
Yeah.
like making my content, and it's also like old ass music from my past.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
like because where I live, like it's pretty desolate area, and there's like no hip hop radio stations. It's just like butt rock radio and
Yeah.
country music. But to answer the question, who's my favorite butt rock fucking singer?
Dude, I
Uh,
would even call it butt rock cuz like when I think of new metal or whatever, like music from that age, I think of like bands like System of a Down, Korn,
I mean they're
and
all
Slipknot.
badass. I've seen Korn live actually.
Yeah. So like
Uh,
it's just a weird era of rock music. I feel
yeah,
like so I don't know, just like what from that era is like your favorite?
I don't know, maybe like Kid Rock or no, I don't really leave. I don't listen to any of them, but Kid Rock, I guess, because he's so stupid.
Yeah, okay. Like what did he do recently that was so retarded? He did something retarded.
He did a
It,
music video with like I didn't see it, but well, I think I saw it briefly. It was like like just this over the top American music video.
yeah, some like fucking Tom McDonald fucking we we don't like your genders kind of crap or whatever. I don't know what it
Yeah,
was.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a '90s kid too, so like that's probably why see. All right, when I was a kid, um, I used to live across the street from this guy named Dino, and
Okay.
he was like, this is when I was in like fourth grade, and there was two dudes. There was Dino and there was Gib, and they were friends. Well, I think they were related actually. But Dino was this dude. He was like from the '80s, and he would wear like tight leather. And dude, I lived in the middle of fucking nowhere. And this
Yeah.
dude had a really shitty car with a huge flame painted on the side of it.
Yeah.
And he was really skinny like a skeleton, and he would have like a wallet chain and like think he looked like a badass, but he looked like a fucking idiot, like extreme idiot. And one time I threw a pumpkin at like a rotting pumpkin at his niece, and the other dude named Gib came back because he found out I threw a pumpkin. And this dude, I was in fourth grade, and this dude picked me up by my collar and held me over a railing, like he was gonna throw me off of it backwards.
Yeah.
And he was like, "If you ever fuck with my daughter again, there will be." It's like the consequences will never be the same, or some shit like that. And then he put me down and walked away. And as he was walking away, he walked in this huge pile of dog shit. And
That's how
like that, what?
he sounds like the bat or that one dude from fucking Trailer Park Boys that like always like shows his gun. Uh
Yeah, well, like
yeah.
I saw shit like that firsthand all the time. And me and my friends, we'd always make when we were in like fourth grade, we'd always make fun of Dino and Gib. And like we would always just be busting on them because they were like like they thought they were like legends, you know. So like that was kind of and also my uncles too were the same way, and my uncles raised me, and they were like they would always pick on me, and
Yeah.
dude, my uncles would come home. One time, a dude fucking took a bar glass, like one of those big heavy beer mugs,
Yeah.
glass, and a dude full force slammed it into my uncle's teeth and knocked all of his teeth out. And my uncle had to have his jaw wired shut and like have fake teeth. Like that's the kind of shit I grew up around, was seeing that kind of like, you know, I would have dudes another like I told you I was dangled off of a balcony like that. I got dangled off three different balconies
Dude, you just
by
told
Hicks.
me that you didn't have any like crazy stories, like your life hasn't been that crazy. And you've told me this you're being chased by the cops and awaking a heroin dude, and now you've been dangled off of three balconies.
Three different
So,
ones by three different dudes that when
dude,
I was a boy,
yeah, so I think your life might be kind of crazy. Of your genes is
the
basically
saving grace.
yeah, like you've had all this shit happen around your family, and you're just like a normal dude who just does
I mean,
does his
maybe I
own.
don't know. I don't. I'm not like a I don't feel like I'm like a victim or anything like that. I just like saw like I also hung out with kids when I was a kid because I my mom I lived in like a single parent like neighborhood. I feel like it was because well I don't know if it genuinely was, but like every kid had it was just them and their mom, and like the entire neighborhood was like that. So we would like stay out really late, and like you know these kids that I was hanging out with were like having like I was in fourth grade, and these kids were having sex and like getting drunk and smoking weed and shit. Like
Holy
all these
shit.
kids in fourth grade, and yeah, so like I was around that a lot, and I would see kids getting into fist fights, like I'm like bloody ass fist fights. So like I saw like as a kid, you know, I had like a very it wasn't like depressing or dark. It was just like I felt like it was like just a lot of shocking shit that I would see a lot of the time. You know, like a lot of like fighting and blood and
Yeah, no, that would be pretty shocking to me. Uh yeah, like I said, I've been a live a I grew up like lower middle class, but like fucking I've only seen like two fights at school and that's it.
dude. I filmed my
Like
friend at school when we were in high school. He told me he was because everyone knew that I was a filmer at school,
yeah.
and my friend was like, "Yo, come with me. What film this?" And I was like, all right. He's like, get your camera, make sure you have it ready. And I was like, well, what? He's like, watch, you're gonna see something. And I was like, all right. So I followed my friend, and he fucking dude, he broke this kid's skull. Like the kid had to get plastic surgery. He like,
Holy shit.
yeah, beat the fuck. Like there
Did he
was
did he
blood.
sucker punch him? Like did he come from
Sucker
behind?
punched him.
Oh,
No,
dude.
the kid. There was two. You know how there's like two lanes in schools of traffic, sort of like one going one way, one going
Yeah.
another. The kid was coming towards us, and he sucker punched the kid as hard as he could in the face, and it just like shattered the kid's skull.
Oh my gosh.
And I saw that. So yeah, I saw just like like it was just constant crazy shit.
Do you have Reddit at all? Or
Yeah, and
like
everyone on Reddit thinks it's not me because my name on Reddit is like Smart Refrigerator 180 or some shit. Because
oh,
like
okay.
when they, you know, when you sign up for Reddit, they give you a dumb name like that,
Yeah, yeah.
and I don't know how to change it. And like I've always,
I can't even
anyways,
remember how to change it. Like yeah. I
yeah,
just signed up for one time and then my friend was like, "Dude, you got to go on Reddit more." And I was like, "No." But and then I started doing it like a year ago. Like I'm on there every day. I don't really comment on people's shit. I just look at shit, but dude, fucking there's a subreddit called fight porn. Uh
yeah,
yeah, dude. Fucking some of those fights and when people get slammed, it just makes me want to like turn off my phone and just fucking like
no, I don't really like seeing stuff like that, and I actually
yeah.
don't like seeing crazy stuff. Like I don't like seeing anything that endangers anybody. I don't like seeing like drug stuff. Like
Yeah.
if it's like prop drugs or whatever, and I know the person's just fucking around, then it could be funny. But like if it's
Yeah.
like, I don't really like see like I know the video, the Plaga video. There was like fake blood, but there wasn't like wounds. You know what I mean? And there
Yeah.
was
No. Like it was like quote unquote tame, you know? Like
yeah.
fucking
I don't like to watch like beheading videos and shit like that. It's not
no,
really.
I don't like to watch that either, but I grew up on like 4chan watching that bullshit,
Yeah,
you know?
same here.
And fucking it's and then I took by the grace of God, I have a girlfriend who
She made you stop.
yeah, who made me look at the world differently, you know, and
Right.
and fucking made me realize that like I don't need to watch this shit or like she can't even watch horror movies, anything with gore. She fucking hates because
Yeah,
she's
my
not
girlfriend's the same way.
yeah, she's not desensitized to that shit and I've been desensitized. So, yeah, I it's made me more sensitive to shit like that. But dude, I still subscribe to fight porn just because like it'll show some videos that are like, "Ooh, damn, that was good." But
Yeah, no, some fights are fucking awesome to watch,
yeah,
but like,
when it
I just, go ahead.
when it ends in a dude like seizing up, that's when I'm like, "No, I can't fucking do this shit." Like or when
Dude, go
uh
ahead.
people like get so emotionally invested into fights that they start kicking a dude when he's obviously knocked out. Like when you
Yeah, that's
kick
not cool.
yeah, when you kick a dude in the head, are you fucking kidding me? Like, oh, dude.
I've
Yeah.
seen shit like that in real life.
Dude, no. No.
Yeah.
I can't.
Dude, the thing is like with it's kind of like porn, right? Like if you're watching a porn, like let's say like some dude, like you saw some porn, right? Like a porn filmer, like they have their own styles of like fucked up shit that they want to show you. You know, like some of them they might show you like the girl does like crosses her eyes and like sticks her tongue out all the time, and then
Yeah,
there's
the
another director.
yeah.
It's kind of like what mode of shock stuff do you want to watch and what kind of shit do you want to show? Because like for me, like it kind of bites me in the ass the stuff that I do because I'm trying to be taken serious as an artist,
Yeah.
and like the art world itself is like extremely dry, extremely academic, extremely scholarly, and you know I'm this white dude, straight white dude making like titty art and like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like the it's like pretty much like the polar opposite of what the real art world wants to like engage with. So I don't know, like
Do you
it
mean like
screws me over.
real art world, as in like fucking like rich
Yeah,
like rich people like fucking like
yeah,
they
that's the
don't look
world.
at they don't look at this as like real shit.
No, they
Like
the people. I mean, I have supporters and patrons and collectors and stuff like that, but they're
yeah.
few and far between. Like, I have a few friends, dude, that are like millionaire artists from their paintings,
Mhm.
and but if you make like stuff that's shocking or not sensitive and it
Yeah.
has like drug like it's like that they don't want to you can't go anywhere really with that, you know what I mean, like if I made like abstract, if I just like decided to stop doing all this shock stuff and just made like abstract paintings, I would probably have not a big career but a lot better of a career, but it's too boring to do that shit. Like I want to do stuff that I think is cool, so I just
Yeah,
do.
that's like like I can liken that style to like Sam Hyde basically. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I love
like
Sam Hyde's stuff.
yeah, I love him too. Great. He's made great content, but that's a whole nother conversation that we don't need to get into. But
No, I think he's one of the best alive right now.
yeah, no, I love him. I've seen that mom skit so many times, more times than I've come. Uh, I I love him so
Which
much.
mom skit? The one where the mom and him are like from Craigslist one? That one?
Yeah, yeah, like we're all the kid they're pretending to be the kids and the moms are on the chairs and
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
found
That
out
one's funny.
their chat or whatever. They have a
Yeah,
software
dude.
that is a spy. Yeah, I fucking
Yeah,
I
that dude's a genius.
yeah, he's so good. And then I did you like pay attention to any of his training Harley from Epic Mealtime to fight
I didn't
uh
see any of that, but I know about the fight that he did and he won
yeah,
against that other dude. And that's awesome.
yeah. A,
That other dude is cool too that he fought against. I like that dude's stuff too.
oh who who the fuck was it? I
It's a guy who it's this guy who always makes these videos. He has a violin and he has like chicks twerking to the violin when he does it.
no. Harley didn't fight that guy.
No, Sam did. Sam fought that guy.
Wait, Sam fought that guy?
Yeah,
I never heard about that.
Sam fought. What the fuck is his name, dude? Oh, what's his name? It's gonna kill me. Hold on, I'm gonna Google
Oh
it.
wait, yeah, no. I am Thompson.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
did see that. Okay, I totally forgot about that. And then he
yeah,
said that
yeah.
bullshit at the end, like Hassan, I'm coming for you. Fucking.
He's the
um,
Candyman or whatever.
yeah, I'm gonna fucking
Yeah,
kill you. Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
I remember that shit now.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
that
I
was
love
great.
Sam. I've talked to Sam one time. I messaged him and he responded and he was really nice. So a lot of times, especially with artists that are bigger,
Yeah.
at some point, dude, they're fucking. A lot of them are so mean and
Yeah.
so rude.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I feel like the problem, or if you want to call it a problem, is that Sam is just you can't tell who, like really who he is, like
Yeah, you
what
can't.
his
He won't let you know.
yeah, which is the best way to do it. That's the smartest thing to do. Like who I at least I think that's the smartest thing to do is to just you know fucking be this persona and never show the real you and push along the edge. I don't know how to describe it. I'm too retarded for thoughts like these. Uh, but yeah. Um, well, fuck, man. Oh yeah. So I just have one more question, I guess.
Okay.
I didn't really know that in your like the videos I've seen, that you actually painted those pictures, and then once I found you on Instagram and saw your paintings, uh, and realized that you actually paint, uh, it kind of blew me away. So like, what's your I mean, what drives? I mean, I guess you already answered this question, but like, what drives you as a painter? Like, what are things that you really love to paint besides penises and stuff? I don't know.
Okay. Well, I want to kind of answer that in two parts. So I'm going to
Okay.
answer the first how I got to kind of where I'm at. So when I first moved to New York, I wanted to hang out at this art gallery all the time,
Yeah.
and like this art gallery was really cool. Like they were like the Sam Hyde of art galleries, basically, if you want to put it that way. At the
Okay.
time, like they were really cool, and you couldn't just like go there like to hang out. Like, kind of had a reason to be there, you know. And one of my friends was living in the basement of the galleries, like secretly, and he was painting like crack pipes at the time, and he still does,
Yeah.
like still lifes with crack pipes in them. And this is probably where a lot of my like drug stuff came from, because I just ripped him off. But the I he told me he wanted to make these like Bob Ross type videos. So where he teaches you how to paint, but the guy was like pretty he was pretty like sketchy of a guy, you know? So I
Yeah.
was like, he wanted to do these like proper Bob Ross videos. So I was like, dude, why don't we make some Bob Ross videos of you, but like we have you be like sketchy, you know?
Yeah.
So like we have you like steal a crack pipe and then run down the street while the guy chases you. So that was like my first introduction to like making like videos, kind of how I make them now. Um, like I cosplay, like as I said, as the characters from my paintings, you know.
Yeah.
So but I actually was formally trained. Like I went to art school and everything for painting. But it's just that a lot more known for my videos. But I'm represented by a gallery in Belgium for painting. I've had solo shows in
Shouts out.
London, Norway. What?
Shouts out to Belgium. I have a friend over
Oh
there.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I had solo shows in Norway, Belgium, London, New York, LA, Sweden. Like I've for painting, you know.
Yeah.
But so I bet. But what was I gonna say? The inspiration, so that's where the inspiration comes from. But then like you know, the majority, like the fish fucker stuff, was because I told you about like my uncles that raised me, and they were like, you know, like they weren't mean to me, you know. They just were like tough.
Okay.
Like they would do like burnouts and like I said, bar fights, and you know, like be bragging about chicks, like, you know, in front of me when I was a kid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they didn't hold shit back. Like they were just like, we're gnarly dudes.
We're men.
So when I lived in New York, I started getting homesick for a long, like the longer I lived there, the more homesick I got. So I started to like paint every day, and I would make like multiple. My friend from London at the time, I had this friend in London who was like really getting kind of famous for his art at the time.
Yeah.
And he told me like, dude, why don't you just make a painting every day? Like, fuck making like a, because I was painting, making things that took like months to make, you
Yeah.
know, and then I'd put it out and it'd be like a dud. He was like, why don't you just make like one painting every day and just paint whatever's on your mind? So at first I painted like, you know, myself like going to the laundromat, like my girlfriend, a self portrait, just basic shit. But after a while of painting every day, I kind of got bored. And one time I just was like, man, I want to make fun of my uncles. So I painted these, because my uncles are like hunters. So I painted these dudes fucking fish that kind of looked like my uncles. And
Okay.
I just did it as like a one off thing. Like I wasn't even gonna put it on the internet. I was just like, it just made me laugh, you know.
Yeah.
So I put it on the internet, and it got a pop. Like it got a really big pop, like bigger pop than anything I've ever done.
Yeah.
So then I was just like, well, fuck, like people want to see me do crazy shit. So I started painting like all these fish fucker paintings. And then, you know, that's where the Pelagia video came out of, because
Yeah.
I cosplayed as it. And then, like I said, that's where Legend came out of too, because one of the characters looked like the Legend. And then after I started seeing that I got pops from my performance art, then I just started to try to make like other characters that weren't really like related to the Legend. They're just like different kind of characters, and that's where I'm at right now. Like I have another character, like I have I don't know if you saw, but I'm working on this character of John Adams. Did you see that?
Is that the? Is that where you're like sitting at a table or something? Uh, like, hold on. I think.
No, no. It's this character that has a white. You know, John Adams, the second U.S. president.
Yeah.
It's him. I have like a face filter on as
Oh
him.
yes, yes, I have been seeing these. Okay.
I'm developing that. So that's kind of how the legend was at first. Like it's kind of shitty, but it's kind of got a spark.
Yeah.
I just need to develop that. But like, yeah, it's like a ghetto John Adams. Like it's this dude who's like obsessed with John Adams and pretends he's John Adams, but he's like a white ghetto dude.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm working on that, and then I have this chick with a fat ass that she's obsessed with raves that I work on. That's another character, and then I have my uncle. Like I've developed my uncle into a character, but it was my uncle has two different characters. He's got
Is is your uncle the guy from like all your like sweet, like you have a couple of sweet videos of you going up to an older gentleman and he's like
yeah,
playing his Switch? Is that your uncle?
yeah.
Cause
Okay, so that
that shit was so wholesome to me. Like when you go up to him and he's like showing like what he's doing on Animal Crossing. That yeah.
yeah, that's my uncle. Yeah, so I
Hell
wrote
yeah.
all that. I write all that shit too, but that shit is all fake as fuck. That's actually my girlfriend's Nintendo Switch and her Animal Crossing.
That you gotta be fucking me. Are you for real?
No, I'm dead serious. That uncle is actually like a diehard conservative Republican, and he hates like he's like, dude, like as everything that goes with being a conservative, like diehard Republican, he is, and he's like a badass biker, and he doesn't play video games really, and he doesn't know anything about Animal Crossing. Like I make him say all this wholesome shit because I
Dude,
knew that it would blow him up because he
no,
looks like a badass.
no, dude.
Yeah, like I make him act like he likes RuPaul's Drag Race and stuff, and we actually had people from RuPaul's Drag Race respond,
That's so good.
and we've had the Real Housewives respond of Beverly Hills. Like they
Yeah.
think he's amazing. They think he's like amazing, but he really like hates that shit. Like
Oh
he
my
like
gosh, that is so great. That is
yeah.
so
So
awesome.
I just go over there and I feed him lines, but I'm trying to make him. So yeah, he has a character which is like the legend, but it's kind of a dud. Like it doesn't really do anything. Like it's called the Ass Master, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna retire it because I can't. Sometimes you make a character and it's a dud, you know, and
Yeah.
sometimes you make them and they're the shit, like the legend. So, but then yeah, so he has two characters. So he has the Ass Master, and then he has like himself, but as like a really sweet guy.
Dude,
So
that's so fucking great. Oh my gosh.
yeah,
See, cuz this whole time like, and that's just a testament to you, bro. Again, like fucking I thought you had roofing skills. I thought you had an uncle with a sweet heart, you know,
yeah, no,
real
he's an asshole. He's
yeah.
like a big. He's the biggest fucking asshole.
That
That's one
is
of the dudes I told you about. Like he's obsessed with fighting. Like he wants to fight. He wants to get
oh
into
my
like a bloody fist fight at all times. Like I'm not even kidding. He actually got into a fight recently, and he whooped my other uncle's ass supposedly. And my other uncle, this was like not even a year ago, and my grandpa was there. Had to try to. My grandpa's like 80, and he had to try to break them up. And the cops came and took my other uncle to a mental institution, and they were like bloody.
holy shit.
Yeah, they're like that. That's what I'm saying. Like my uncles. That's why I like to make shit with them because it's like making stuff with my uncles is the best because they raised me, and it's like I kind of get to make fun of them in a way. I'm not really like
Yeah.
making fun of them. I'm not making fun of them. I'm kind of like just showing them like a different. I feel like I'm showing them a different perspective. I guess
Yeah.
it's maybe not even a valuable perspective. It's maybe just like look what happens if you do this. It's like just it's kind of just like button mashing when you play Mortal Kombat. It's like like if we press A bunch of times, this is you know what I mean? Because he
Yeah.
had a bunch of women like on his balls after we made those videos. He didn't do anything about it because he has a girlfriend, but like it's just kind of like it's entertaining for him, too.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, like
Well, fuck,
I'm
man.
trying to think of.
That's the most mind-blowing thing of this whole interview after
Oh
everything
really?
we've
That my uncle's an asshole?
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a big he had a stroke. Okay, he's the fighter out of all my uncles, from what
Yeah.
I hear, and he actually had a stroke when he was in his 20s, because
Oh
he would
gosh.
like work out really hard and do drugs. From what I heard, I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
And like he had a really hard job, and he had a stroke. And he actually had a stroke that like there was blood on his brain. I'm probably botching the story, so if you're listening, I'm sorry, but
No, no. Keep going.
he he had. I'm saying sorry to him if he's listening because he
Oh.
might be, but he had a stroke and it he has severe pain from the stroke. Like it's like his body's in boiling hot water
Yeah.
since he has had it. He's like it's his life's been like extremely tough from because of that. So he actually has a morphine pump inside of his body that like gives off like a little bit of morphine like every like 15 minutes or some shit like that because he's like in
Holy
such
shit.
severe pain, and it aggravates him, and it actually makes it a little bit more difficult to film with him because he gets agitated like really easily, and that's why I came up with that character is because like I feel like you can just see his pain sort of when you look at him. So
Well,
I
no,
was just like, well, let me do the opposite of that just to see what that's like, and that's where it came out of.
uh,
So
so yeah, now maybe I need to go back and look through these videos. So like to give you some context for me, my job, I work at refineries.
right,
Uh I've been in the mud, but also my job right now is to just sit and wait for a job to pop up. So
right,
I'm basically on call at work. So there are a lot of days where I just sit at work and I'm scrolling through TikTok because I have nothing else to do. Uh, and shit just rolls through my brain like it's probably making me smooth brained. I need to like actually read a book or something.
right.
I don't know. But yeah, a lot of facts go into my brain and then out, like one ear through the other, like fucking crazy. Uh, and yeah, no, I point being, I need to go back and watch all of your shit now. And after learning all of these things, I have a deeper appreciation
Oh,
for
that's
you.
awesome.
And
Awesome.
I can't wait to share this interview with my friends.
Yeah, make
Uh,
it public if you can so people can listen to it,
yeah,
if you
no.
can.
So my plan is to just put it on YouTube, share it on my Instagram or something. I don't know, cause I don't
Cool.
really have a following. I told people
Yeah, that's fine.
I told people I was doing this, and they were like, "Oh my god, do you have a fucking podcast?" And I was like, "No, dude.
No, just do it
No, no,
if you
yeah,
like it.
yeah,
People are gonna that's the thing, man. People are gonna cringe when you do stuff and you just gotta
yeah,
just like not care.
yeah." No, and really the only person who gave me shit for it has shitty opinions on everything, so I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, just keep
But
doing it. Like that you can't listen to it because it's just I always say this on like every fucking podcast I go on, but I like this Andy Warhol thing that he said. He said, "Don't listen to what they say about you. Measure it in inches."
okay,
Like if people talk shit, if if they're like talking a lot of shit, but they're giving you praise or like whatever gets the most reactions is probably the best.
okay, yeah, no, I get
So
you.
if a lot of people are talking shit about you doing a podcast, then do one.
I've been thinking about it because I
It's like
have
WWF. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
if something really bad in WWF happened, it would make the crowd go nuts, but it was like the best thing that happened.
yeah,
It's pretty
no,
much the same in like life.
I've only done this once before, and it's with a guy who I found on Twitter who kept commenting on fake porn stars Twitter accounts, and he would comment on them between like they would post something like, "Do you like this picture or that picture?" And he'd be like, "That picture." And then his next comment on another post would be like, "Why aren't you responding to me?" And and so so I befriended him on Twitter and got his info and everything, and then I got to have a Discord call with him, and I recorded it, and yeah, turns out he was like $15,000 in debt.
Oh, it's
And,
the same with me. That's
yeah,
the exact
yeah,
amount I'm in.
but just from people he's been scammed by. Uh,
Oh, that sucks.
yeah, like he just keeps thinking these fake porn star profiles are real, and he what kept sending them money.
Oh,
Yeah,
so he gets
yeah,
catfished.
yes, exactly. Sorry, I got distracted there.
Oh,
Couldn't
okay.
finish my story, but yeah,
That's
no,
interesting.
yeah, it was interesting. And then he told me he had a year to live, and that was 2 years ago, and he's still alive. So
Oh,
who is getting catfished is what I want to know. But
damn.
anyways, uh, I'm gonna end it here. Uh,
Okay.
but yeah, do you want to give any shouts out to anything you want people to watch, subscribe to? What are you doing in your
Um,
life?
just just know that behind all my shit, it's just like a nerdy hipster dude. I don't want to be a hipster, but I am one, and I can't not be one. Just am. I'm just a nerdy. It's disappointing to know who I really am, but that's really who I am, and I'm just like obsessed with like making my stuff. And if you want to check out more of my stuff, it's Roof Legend on TikTok, all one word. Might be deleted by the time this comes out because I keep getting violations.
Yeah.
And on Instagram, it's Huey Crowley, which is HueyCrowley. And then I have a Facebook page. Please follow me on my Facebook page if you can. It's a Roof Legend Facebook page, and they monetized my page, and like it actually pays like it pays decent. Like it's not like a part time job
Do,
wage or anything. But
do,
the more people that follow me on that, the better. So if you want to support me in any way, just please follow me on that because
you
that would.
get money from just a follow
No, I get money from views.
views. Okay.
Yeah, and Facebook pays the best actually. I'm
Oh
monetized
no
on
shit.
TikTok. Yeah, TikTok pays ass.
Oh, of
TikTok pays
course.
you $20 per million views, and Instagram they pay you like $100. If you even upload a video that has like 5 views, they pay you $100, and then after that it's like capped. So like you'd have to get like a million to get like $120, and like, but Facebook they pay you per every view, and like I don't know, like if you, I think a million views on Facebook is $400. So
Oh
if you could
hell
follow
yeah.
me on, yeah. So if you could follow me on Facebook, that would be the shit because, but that number is gonna keep going down because they just introduced this program. Like a few months ago, it was like a million views was like $4,000. So it keeps dwindling down.
Oh
But if you want to support me, just please follow me on Facebook, Roof Legend on Facebook. That would mean a shitload.
hell yeah.
And thanks for the interview, man. I really
Y-
appreciate it.
No, thank you for coming. Just real quick, if you could give a music recommendation for everyone.
A music recommendation?
Yeah, yeah. What are you listening to?
Oh, I don't even really listen to music, to be honest, if I'm being really serious, at all. Like, I never listen to music.
Just
Like,
give a song from your heart that you love and you want
okay,
people
what
to
comes to
hear.
mind is, uh, uh, the band is called God's Lucas,
Okay,
and you could listen to their song, let me look up their songs. Hold on.
okay.
See, this was the
Go.
shit that I would listen to when I was last listen. Dude, when I was in my 20s, I listened to music like really fucking heavy, and then like one year, I just completely stopped. I don't know why.
It's slowly happening to me, and I'm trying to get back into it. But
Let me see. It would be called. Fuck is it even called? I got to look it up on YouTube, but I'm gonna.
they're called God's Legend. What
God's Lucas.
God's Lucas?
Yeah, and the song is called. No, the song is called God's Lucas, and it's by God's Wisdom and DJ Lucas.
Okay.
And DJ Lucas, I actually was an asshole to me on Facebook, but I'm gonna shout his song out anyways. So yeah,
Fuck
go check that song out.
fuck you, DJ Lucas. Go listen to his
No,
music.
it's not fu to him. He just called me weirdo and like blocked me a long time ago, and that's fine. It was when I was like first starting out my performance shit, and he was like all butthurt about it for some reason. But yeah, go check out that song. That was a pretty cool song. I like that one. It was
Okay.
a weird as fuck, but yeah, go check it out.
We're gonna give a shoots out to DJ DJ Lucas,
And
and
God's wisdom.
God's wisdom, and we're gonna end this call. Thank you very much for coming by. Uh, you're an inspiration to many. You're an inspiration to me,
Thank you.
and I just yeah, I love you, man. God bless, and I hope you have a good weekend.
Thanks, man.
All
Take
right,
it easy.
you too.
All right, bye.
Bye.